YouTube, welcome back to the Wood and Metal Shop. Just want to throw a shout out to all my fellow garage junkies. Most of the time on these videos you see unboxing videos. Well, today we're doing a reboxing video. I don't know how many of you guys watch Adam Booth, Abom79, but he does a lot of machinist work. And a couple months ago when I bought the top for the welding table, it came with some clamps. Some very special clamps. And I call them Abom size clamps. So today we're going to box up a couple of them and get them shipped off to Adam Booth. And hopefully you'll see him open them on his channel at some point. So I'm probably not going to post this until after I've seen him do that, or somewhere around the same time. So get the box put together here, and then we got, like I said, they're large clamps. I'll show them to you here in a few minutes. But first we need to get a box. Normally I wouldn't go through so much effort to make sure this box is solid, but these clamps are heavy. So plan here is to build a plywood box to go inside this box to hold the clamps. And the clamps will be bolted to the plywood, so they can't move around. So be back here in just a second. I'm going to show you the clamps that are going to go in the box, and then we'll get some plywood and get it cut down here on the saw and get it screwed together. Here's the two clamps. They work together in this configuration. You'd bolt them down to your T-slots or to holes drilled in a fixture plate, hence the fixture plate that I have for the welding table. That's what these came off of. And once you get them bolted down, when you crank this bolt this way, it pushes in on towards this face. And according to my research, by the way, these are Carver clamps. This is a T550/1. This is a T550/2, so they work in conjunction. See if I can get a picture of the grooving in here. But for my research, when you have these set up properly and mounted properly and tighten this up, you can put up to 10,000 pounds of force clamping these two together. And then you tighten these downward bolts, nuts here, and they'll put 4,000 pounds of downward force on your piece. You can do pretty heavy milling with that kind of force. I'm only sending him two. I've got a total of 3 sets of these plus one spare of the /1. Had them up on eBay. They didn't sell, so Adam's going to be the recipient, and I'll probably keep a set or two for myself to use on the fixturing table, and we'll just go from there. So next up is to measure the bottom, make sure these fit in the box, and get them both in there, and then make up the plywood bottom and the sides. Okay, they do just fit in here. I don't know if you can see that. Tip it up here a little bit. So I won't be able to get sideboards on, but I will be able to get a bottom and a front and a back and a top. And I've got some 5/8 carriage bolts that are going to come through the bottom, and with a nut washer and lock washer, we're going to pinch these tight down to the bottom board. So hopefully they make them to Florida, to Adam's place in one piece. Not that you could break these. It'd be kind of difficult. So let's get a tape measure here and get a size for our bottom. I'm getting approximately 12 by 12 or 12 by 12 and a quarter. So that's what we'll make the piece up as. Be right back when I get this set up. Ready to get the first couple pieces cut here. On a good note, this saw fence in the guide is really accurate, so I can easily set this to 12 and a quarter. And the blade's a little high. I've got my dust collector set up on a remote, so I don't have to go throw a switch or anything. It's press a button. Alright, the depth of our box is 5.5 inches. So we're going to have a 3/4 piece on the top and the bottom. So we've got to take 1.5 inches off of that. So we're going to reset for 4 and cut some pieces here. That should work splendidly. All right. Okay, we want our clamps to sit on, broken pencil. Clamps to sit on here in this direction. So, let me go grab the hardware and we'll be right back with drilling some holes, putting our carriage bolts in, and mounting our, then we'll screw the box together, drop it in, put the clamps in, tighten them down, screw the top on, and we should be good to go. At this point we can kill the dust collector too. Anyway, we're running around. I had to stop at Menards to get the hardware. I didn't have time to go to my normal nut and bolt supplier, so of course I had to buy way more than I needed. I needed 4, so I had to buy 6. And I needed 4, so I had to buy 6. Flat washer's not a big deal. Actually, none of the stuff, well, the carriage bolts are the only thing that I probably won't have a use for, but the washers and all the washers I can use. So, grab a clamp here. Okay, so we're going to have to cut a relief in the back here for the screw, for the nut. So I'm just going to kind of eye that up and put a line there, put a line there. Yeah, let's see. Grab a square. I have to drill a hole big enough for this to fit through. Hey guys, camera shut off when I wasn't looking. It happens. Battery didn't go dead. It only records for half an hour at a time and then shuts off automatically. So kind of lost part of this. Part you missed was me drilling the hole, finishing drilling the holes, bolting the 2 clamps to the base, and screwing everything together. I've got it screwed together. Plywood on the bottom, plywood on the top, plywood on the sides, and I dropped a couple of my Wood and Metal Workshop stickers down in here, and as you can see, I kind of trashed the box trying to get it in because those 2 clamps are heavy. Trying to set it in here perfectly straight didn't work so well for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this all taped up. I'm not going to tape the box closed right now. I've got a letter that I need to stick in here still. And once it's done, I'll get it all labeled up and shipped off to Adam. So, Adam, if you see this, this is what I had to go through to get to these to you. But I hope you have a use for them. I hope you enjoy them. And they're sturdy clamps, Abom sized. Catch you all later.